And hey, we have a lot more Montana things. That's great. That is exactly what I wanted to see. That isn't long enough, but that one is 112 miles. It's also articulated, which I don't fancy. But I mean, we will take what we can get. Don't want double trailers. That's more like it. Nope, that's still also articulated. Laurel's a bit far. That's in the middle of nowhere. That's a bit more like it. From Butte, maybe we can backtrack. I'm gonna guess right now that somewhere like Thompson Falls is going to be annoying to find a delivery to. So we don't really care about the value of the cargo that we're delivering because we're pretty much loaded. But a power generator seems good. Yeah, Thompson Falls is going to be an issue, I suspect.
Come on, there's a job to do.
But what we can always do is just find regular jobs that take us to a place, and then we can just take a contract from that place. You never need to worry about finding one that actually takes you there. Thankfully.
Go straight.
Well, let's explore where we are a little bit more first. So there's a gas station down there, which we don't need yet. There is a truck dealer up here,
And then turn right.
which is Freightliner? Yeah, Freightliner. Okay, which we're not as interested in. There does not appear to be a garage in Kalispell.
Turn right. Finally, we are here. Let's do this.
Right. Let's just check the route. So we have got what can only be a viewpoint on the way. Okay, and then we're driving right into Butte. Okay, no garages there either. There seems to be a bit of a lack of garages. There's one in Missoula. One in Helena. Makes sense. Guess some of them are pretty small places. Billings has one. Miles City has one. Sydney does not. Glasgow does not. Havre also does not. And neither does... Oh, Great Falls does. This looks like fun. We'll have to work our way up there at some point. That's practically a racetrack. Well, now I'm intrigued. That could be fun. Looks like that's a viewpoint there too. Speedrun ideas? Leave from either Plaster and Sons or the viewpoint and do a hot lap. And just as fast as you can get around. That could be fun. Or start in the Kalispell either services, which are all the way down here, either services or garage, and do a loop and return. That might be something we toy with in our own time, because that seems like it should be fun. It's a very handy loop. Can be our Nordschleife.
Go straight. Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right.
You can turn right on a red, right? I'm sure that's fine. And back to scenic mode. Love the touch of being able to see the mountains in the distance. Oop, getting a little bit close to the cement mixer. Ooh, nice lake. Very nice. It's actually a little drive down there, looks like I could have gone down. So many little scenic bits that I could explore a lot more, I feel. Maybe if I wasn't fixated on having a trailer all the time. So I almost need to just dedicated drive around with no trailer just to explore. Probably help if I wasn't zooming along at 60 as well, but, you know. Time is money, friend. New viewpoint. Where? Up here on the right. Perfect. This is why you have viewpoints, so that you can appreciate the view and just block that poor person. Oops, wrong one. Block that poor person in where they're parked. Hey, welcome to Polson, Flathead Lake. Big Sky Country, achievement progress 1 out of 10. Nice. I love that they have you just park across everyone there. I swear every time it amazes me, just like the water quality, it has no right being like that sort of ripple effect and stuff in a game where you're just driving trucks. Like they could have just made the water flat with a bit of a texture on it and it would have been fine, but nope. Nice ripples. Doesn't have waves on the shore or anything, I don't think, but still. Ooh, arts and crafts. Modern art festival. Antiques auction. Some little attention to detail just on those little banner signs and everything. I should turn the pedestrians back on again, actually, for when I'm looking at the viewpoints. Because I think I have them turned off currently. There's a dog over on the side there. I think there's probably meant to be someone sitting on the park bench next to them. Playground over there, that would be nice. Nice playground next to the lake. Looks like there's a nice walkway around the side of the lake too. Lovely. Well, like I said, I'm going to turn the best. Right. Onwards. Very nice. Armed Forces Memorial Bridge. Okay, interesting. See if we notice anything different with the pedestrians on as we actually drive through. Is there a power washer cleaning the playground, maybe?
Keep right, and then continue straight. Go straight. Keep right, and then continue straight.
Yes, there was a person on the park bench there by the dog that was by itself previously. Very nice town. Very nice.
Go straight.
Don't pull out. Okay, now we're on a rather wide river valley, I suspect, originally. Big mountains in the distance there. Now we're getting into more of the arable land, looks like. Nice big farm, we can stop off and just play a bit of farming simulator maybe. That's on my wish list. Don't want to pay full price for it, but in case I'm not a huge fan of it, I could try out FS19 first if I really wanted to. But I've heard that FS22 is worth the upgrade. But I don't know if I'd really get into it or find enough time to get into it. But it is the sort of game I would quite enjoy, I think, playing with my wife and doing a bit of co-op. So, hopefully. We don't get much chance to do live co-op. We just do kind of async co-op with our island and Animal Crossing. But it would be nice to do something, yeah, live co-op that isn't contentious. Like, not a fan of games like Overcooked and stuff because it's too much pressure. I'm not a fan of stressful games. He says, who speedruns.
Finding new route. Go straight.
So here is Missoula.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Interesting motel over there.
Exit right.
The last best place achievements progress 2 out of 15. That must be a colloquial term for Montana, I guess. The last best place. Interesting title. They don't think there was any other better places that came after them. That's a tad egotistical, but somehow expected.
Keep left.
We will be back here sometime in the future, probably. Because I will likely go to purchase the garage, and would prefer to make a delivery here. Van Buren Street, which puts me DM on. Get some state of trance going. Sadly, I don't think I'd be able to get that one on YouTube, but never mind. Get some special dispensation. Hey Armin, can I please play your music? I'll credit you. Put the link in the description. Is that still a thing?
Keep left.
Yes, sir. Keeping left. Except for gas and food. Or food that gives you gas, one of the two. I think I need to put my desk up slightly, actually. I find myself hunching over a little bit too much. That's a bit better. Now I can actually sit straighter without feeling like I'm too far away from the microphone. It's a nice river, Blackfoot River. Once again, we get a little bit frustrated by the fact that... Oh, I wonder if I can drive on that road down there. The speed limit is 70, but I'm still capped at 65. Unfortunate, because on a road like this, I could easily be going 70. Or more. I could easily be going 108. I don't mind too much the speed restriction to an extent, so when it's lower than the actual speed limit, it's kind of... I feel like it would be nice if they made it GPS based for where you are and what road you're on as to what your limiter was set to, but it's fine. It does mean that you're enjoying the scenery a lot more when you're first exploring. It's the main time that I do these external contracts, is when it is for a community event, for new DLCs and such. Otherwise, I'm usually doing the freight contracts. Ones that allow me to go much faster. Once again, there's like a little minor road on the left-hand side there. I do wonder if that's accessible. I guess there's not much point at being able to be driven on when it's just pacing the main road. I'm guessing that's like the old main road, and then they put the interstate through. Almost to Butte. And judging by the hills around here, we're gonna see why it has its name, I suspect. Big rig parking this exit. Big couple of services, nice. Big radio tower.
Keep left.
We will not be needing to stop here just yet. Still good for fuel. And plenty of time before I need to sleep again. Looks like the way station's only on the left, so I shouldn't have to stop or anything. There was actually one down in the services. When it's off the main road like that, I don't know if they force you to go down. It didn't beep to say that I could pass or had to stop, so I suspect
Keep
that
left,
it's just fine.
and then exit left.
Keeping left. Yes, sir. We'll be responsible
Exit
and
left.
change lanes before we need to. And here is Butte. What a beauty.
Keep left, and then turn left.
Welcome to Montana.
Turn left.
Oh, this is charming.
Go straight.
Big M up on the hill there.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Well, I
Turn
love what they've
right.
done with this place. There's a lot of detail for the
Get
city.
ready to turn left.
Don't know who has right of way, but I'm going.
Turn left.
Ah, we're right in here. Okay. It's a construction site.
This is where it ends.
This is going to be cramped for parking, isn't it? Ooh, okay, yep. Actually, that's pretty easy because we just go forwards and then back. So that's actually not really an issue. No wonder it's only 40 XP instead of the 90 that it is for the more difficult parking jobs. Oh, it came in way too wide as well. If we just swing it. Yeah, it's gonna give it to me anyway. Oh, good. Excellent. Nice. 2 of 12. Fantastic.